Yeah. You're talking to a good time boy from around the way. Walk around town with a tuck pistol. Keep me around when your luck gets low. I've had a whole lot of problems, fist full of condoms. Just another motherfucking good time boy. Seduce me with safety, baby. I'm Vegas on a Sunday morning. Throw me some weight, I'm drowned in. Who's handing out free do-overs? Seduce me with safety, baby. I'm Vegas on a Sunday morning. Throw me some weight, I'm drowned in. Who's handing out free do-overs? Life's a prison, only came here for the motherfucking view. Hey. If the truth don't set me free, then how the fuck am I here talking over you? But you think, angel, come judge me. Had a blade to the wrist, I'm lucky. When I'm drunk and alone, come fuck me. Stay alive, man, the world getting dusty. If you selfish little bitch, don't trust me. Just tryna get by being muddy. Would you mind if I had a good day? Motherfucker, you're talking to a good time boy from around the way. Walk around tough with a tuck pistol. Keep me around when your luck gets low. I've had a whole lot of problems, fist full of condoms. Just another motherfucking good time boy.
Alright guys, we got the relive set up. We're going to do the range test on the Junling. I did run this earlier this spring before it wasn't warm yet, and I was getting really bad numbers. So the scooter seems to be affected by the cold quite a bit. We'll see what we get today, but I'm expecting around 20 to 25 miles at the most. Probably closer to 20, because I was getting under 20 when it was cold out. Dual motor, top gear only here. My reason why I think this gets such low range is just it's so heavy. It's a very heavy scooter. We'll take a look inside the scooter when we get back. I'll show you guys the controllers. I'll show you guys everything inside the scooter, because you can flip this open like this, right? And look, take your battery out, but all the controllers are in here and it's not really sealed. I can stick my finger straight in there. So we're gonna go in and see if the controllers are actually waterproofed at all, or what's going on with this thing. There's like a bit of a lag. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. See, it's like half second between when you slam on it to when it starts engaging our power. Can't really put my foot all the way forward on the scooter either, because you see down here, the lock is like right where you're supposed to stand. So that's almost like something I would remove. If I could, I'd get rid of the lock and make that flat somehow if I was gonna keep this scooter. The other thing, not a lot of reviews on this scooter out, but it's a really short scooter. I'm 5'5" and I'm like reaching right now down to get the handlebars. I would prefer them to be up a little higher on this scooter, and it's just only gonna work for real short people, I guarantee it. Otherwise you'll need a riser bar. It's got plenty of pull once it engages. We already tested this out. The acceleration's not bad. Respectable for $2,000. We're gonna run it.
It's time to start the weekend tonight.
Decent bit of wheel spin on this.
Let's get fucking lit up.
So that was 5.4 seconds, 0 to 30. That's pretty quick. That's spot on with, I'd say like an awesome F1 Max is right around 5.5 seconds as well. So it's there with other 60 volt scooters, but because it's so heavy, those 45 amp controllers in this, I think are acting more about like 35 or 30 on another 60 volt scooter. So there's some trade-off to having huge weight. Let's run it 3 more times and see what we get. Really feel those tires struggling on the braking. 5.4 that way too. Nice. Let's turn it the other way.
You know the train is there off the track.
5.7 there, huh? I'm most interested in the 0 to 30. Was it 5.6? This is with the wind at our back today, guys. There's a slight wind, I think about 10 miles an hour. So with the wind, 5.4. Against the wind, maybe 5.8. We'll call it a 5.6. Gets right up the hill. I don't know if you guys will be able to see the screen because the screen's kind of weak on this thing. But we're going about 35, 33 right uphill, and I'm not even full throttling. We're just cruising. We'll see how far I can make it on this before I gotta take a break, because this scooter definitely has a bit of an issue with the comfort level, and it has to do with the rear suspension being so stiff that it actually doesn't even move for me. It doesn't move at all. So like I can jump on the scooter right now and only the front end moves. The rear end does not move at all, which is kind of disappointing for something this big with the 13-inch off-road tires like this, because you're gonna want to take this off-road, but the suspension just ain't moving at all, so it's gonna be rough, really rough off-road. One thing I do think is good here is the brakes. Let's do a brake test. You see it locks up our tires really early and you slide. That's because the brakes are so good. They're really good brakes. The tires, not so much. The traction is horrendous, I would call it, where pretty much every time you slam on the brakes on this, you expect to slide, which is not something you want as far as like the handling of your scooter. You want it to be in control, not sliding. So it could just be a limitation of these tires where they have really bad contact patch, but it's also a combination partly with the brakes being really strong. I've actually never seen these type of brakes on a scooter before, and it says on it that it takes .3 or .4, meaning DOT brake fluid. So it does not take mineral oil like most other scooters. It's gonna make it a little bit more expensive to maintain because you gotta buy a new thing of DOT fluid every time you wanna flush your brakes in. You can't just use the same bottle over because it has a shelf life compared to mineral oil. I keep like bending over this thing early when I pull the throttle because I'm so used to scooters being instant, right? But this one just has a little lag to it. Here's a good spot. See if we can get top speed. Hope this guy doesn't pull out. Of course he does. Little wobbles, you can see them there. Not the most stable, because your foot can't really get all the way forward, so you're missing out on it. This is gonna be a rough review for this scooter, guys, because it's just not right for me. It's another one of these scooters where it might be right for somebody else, but it ain't right for me. Just standing here, your foot is so high, you might as well like do this when you're standing on it practically. Like, it's ridiculous.
Hey, how fast do it go?
This one's slow as shit. This scooter looks so much faster than it is, and that's the sad part, is it looks like a beast, but it's like not any faster than a normal car. It's just a boat. It's a whole full-on boat. There's so much lag, you can floor it and then stand on the scooter and have plenty of time to get on still. This guy's fucking texting. If you're texting, that's a free pass. I don't care what you're doing. Let's cross the river here. I don't want to even deal with traffic on this scooter. It's not quite enough confidence for me to deal with it. Here's a really good test over this. See how bumpy it is here. The 13-inch tires really help a lot going over this, but the rear end is really rough, super rough. I feel like we at least gotta try it in some grass right here. I will, full disclosure guys, the first or second day I had the scooter, right, I took it through the grass and I was going like 30 or 40 just to try out the suspension and everything, right?
and go down to rear motor only.
And what happened is, if you look down here, there's a motor wire right here, right? And originally it's zip tied here and zip tied up here. So then when your suspension compresses and then loosens, it actually ripped my motor wire out. So like, not even 10 miles into riding the scooter, I was like, what the heck? I thought I broke it because there's no front motor. I like went home and didn't figure it out till I got home. Luckily that's what it was, but like, figured the controller was blown, but that's just poor design. Poor cleanup there at the end when they're trying to, you know, slap the scooter together real fast and put it in the box, where they didn't even think about the cable ties, right? And the motor wire, which the motor wire is the most important wire in the whole scooter. You really have to be careful with that. It's important to watch that motor wire at all times. So if anything's pulling on it like that, it's quite an oversight from the design team. And the fact they didn't even go through some rough grass and figure that out themselves is a little worrying too, because literally that was 10 miles in. That goes to show you too, these other reviewers out there are not riding this thing like they should, or they would have problems too like that, and they would tell you. You can hear that sort of hop and vibration and skip of the tire. That's because the tire is actually skipping. Try brakes downhill. You have to actively think about it, not to skid. Maybe that's something you get used to, but any sort of real hard emergency braking on this scooter, you're gonna be skidding. You just gotta expect it. That's why the saying always goes, dress for the slide, not the ride. Especially on a scooter like this. See if I got full speed here. 43, 44. The screen is pretty accurate on this, so we'll just go off that. 46. I've yet to get this over 46, 47. 47? 47, 46. Looks like it right there. There goes a cop in front of us. We'll have to go a little slower right now than I normally would. It'll affect my range test. But we'll still cruise at like 25 is the speed limit here, and then as long as you slow down when you pass people. Coming up on the left. Let's do a hill test here. This is like not too steep. Any real off-road scooter should be able to handle this. Let's see. It's wet and it's not terrible, but it did it. Decent control when you're going downhill too. And the traction's not terrible because you see it's flooded right there. We went through a wet ass spot and it had no problem. It's just rough as hell. Like the traction is actually really good off-road, but the suspension just makes it so rough you're not gonna do it for very long. Happy spring. Woo-hoo. We made it up that one grass hill. Let's try this one here from a dead start and see how slow it really is. It's like the steepest hill downtown. Ready? $15, $16, $20. I saw 20. Definitely hits 20. Not too bad cutting through students, but it's definitely way too big for like a student. No student would ever buy this thing. If you're a student, don't even think about this scooter. We're down to 61 volts already. I'm getting scared. We're at like half juice right now. So we're at 7.5 miles and we're already down to close to half, guys. 61.6. Nice scooter. Got her. I wish everybody down here wore helmets, but I know how it is on those small scooters. It's not that dangerous, really. People make it sound way more dangerous than it really is. Try this hill. It's got plenty of power. Like, the power is not my complaint on this scooter. Nice scooter, bro. It's fast on a 25-mile-an-hour road, but if you took this on any other road, it's gonna feel real slow, real quick. wants to race. Down to 60 volts. We're flipping a U-turn. I'm getting scared already about range. Hi, there's the bike cop. Let's go get him. Nice scooter! I'm the only guy in the world that chases a bike cop down just to say what's up. Good afternoon, officer. How's it going, man? Long time no see. Happy spring. Enjoy the ride. We've seen him before. We've made a clip. Jordan actually sat and talked to him a while about that thing. And he said it went 38 or something. So that's a fast little bike. I think it's 1,000 watt, but not fast enough to catch us, that's for sure. So you can, it's safe to just like wave on by. Oh, that's rough. Okay, here comes a really crappy bunch of roads. Actually, we'll go find a really crappy road over here. Really bad cobblestone. It's like 100 years old, super uneven. I'm just trying to demonstrate to you guys how this thing sounds and looks on this. Whoa, whoa, we're like doing jumps right now, just over a few little things. It's sketch. It's sketch. I'm scared for there. I'm like leaning way back so we don't launch ourselves here, but suspension just killed this whole scooter, man. Every time they make a scooter and the suspension just isn't there, like it doesn't move or it's way too soft, either way, it doesn't work. Whenever the suspension doesn't work, the whole scooter is trash to me. That's just how I feel. Like it has to have a good suspension or it's a trash scooter. I don't care how powerful it is, how cheap it is, whatever. If the suspension rides terribly, then I'm not gonna ride it. And I don't think any of you will either. So that's kind of my opinion on this scooter. Oh my God, the drop off is crazy when you're on a slanted hill on this scooter. Big stair stepper to get on it. So many scooter people out today, it's crazy. Nice scooter! Tell everybody you can, right? It's a pretty stable scooter, I'll give it that. It's got stability. I don't feel like I need a steering damper too much. But a new suspension, if you bought this scooter, I would just immediately swap out the rear suspension and you'll probably have a decent scooter then. I'm so spoiled, guys. I don't know if you realize this. If you're new to my channel, you don't realize it. I've ridden probably 100 scooters now, at least 100, and 25 different brands. You can really tell, right, when you get one, then the suspension's not set up like it should be. $2 grand is a lot of money, man. When they originally sent me this scooter to review, maybe 2, 3, 4 months ago, I forget even at this point, it was like $1,600, $1,700. When I got it, I thought it would be a better deal for you guys, but not so much. It's sort of like average now. You know, for $2K, for $2,000, you better be happy with the thing. And if I'm not happy with it, like very happy with it, I kind of doubt you guys will be too. I know none of you are like super hardcore connoisseurs like me, at least most of you aren't, but it's the little things that matter. And the suspension is like a small thing nobody thinks about, but it matters. We got flooding that way. We're not gonna go through the water because it's a lot of water, but it doesn't seem totally unreasonable for us to go up like this, right? Should we try it? Honestly, we don't even have to go that high. We can go right here. Oh shit, oh shit, we almost fell in. Good thing I got balance. That could have been bad. So yeah, I mean, this thing's got enough traction to make it through some BS. But it's not an off-road scooter, don't get it twisted at all. God, that lag is tough when you're going up a hill. Whew. Made it though, we didn't get wet. I almost took a drink there. Almost had to take a little extra second bath this morning. Should we try and take this thing in the road a little bit here? Let's do it. I can sneak in the road over here and take the road for a mile or two on the way home. We're down to 58 volts right now. If you don't know, that's about 40%. So we're down to 40% battery and we're at 12.6 miles. So the range is a struggle on this scooter for sure. Let's see if we can make it home on the strip here. That's what we call it. It's like a little highway, 40 mile an hour. This is really gonna drain our juice, I already know. Now, I don't know what cells they're using in this battery, but they claim it's 40 amp hour. And I'm just not believing it, because every 40 amp hour battery I've ever gotten would get like 30 to 40 miles out of it. But we're getting a lot less than that. I'm gonna take this side, just so other people can pass us. We're topped out right now at 41 miles an hour. So on lower battery, you get lower top speed. Remember that. 42. And that's max right now. We're voltage drawing down to 54.9 volts. So we're near the max right now. There's no way to go any faster. We're getting passed. That's the first car that's passed me in years, I swear. I haven't been passed on the road, like even this road, in a long, long time. Oh man, it's getting slower. 39. I think we gotta get off. I don't even know if we can sustain this all the way back. Down to 56. We just burned 2 volts right there. Going maybe like half a mile. Oh my God. 56.6 right now. I'm getting scared. I'm getting real scared. We're gonna have to walk. .41 and the speed limit's 40, so we're barely going the speed limit. Oh, I'm fucking scared. We just gotta make it like 2 more lights and I'll get off of this road. Honestly, screw it. I'm getting off this road now. This shit's too slow. Too slow. Like I said at the beginning of the video to the guy who asked me out of the SUV, too slow. Just doesn't have enough get up to maintain a real road there. You can go on a residential street, but that's it. That definitely drained 2 volts. That maybe 1 mile on the road there, which is crazy. That's a crazy amount to lose. Bumpity bump. The front suspension is now bottoming out. We must have worn it in a little. Now we're hitting the bottom. So we got rear suspension too hard, front suspension too soft, confirmed. Took me about 200 miles or so to wear out the front end there. To where, yeah, we're definitely bottomed. Sometimes it'll break in a little, they say, is how they say it with these scooter brands. I don't totally believe any of that. I think that suspension is what it is, right? And if it's breaking in, it means it's breaking. Because, yeah, there's not really any mechanism to break in on it. The scooter is slow enough that I actually turned on the cruise control. It's a feature you don't really think about on super fast scooters, but on scooters that just don't really like have crazy speed like this, it's good. It's a nice feature. Like when we're out there on the strip, you can lock it in at top speed and then not have to pull the button anymore. It's one of those scooters. Cruising scooter, definitely. More than a racing scooter. This might be its strong suit. It's just cutting through grass as far as off-road goes. Anything more? It's not it here. I'll show you here. This is actually rough grass. Ready? Oh. Oh. Holy shit. Oh my God. It gets through. I'm not saying it doesn't make it. It's just really uncomfortable to off-road it. All right, let's wrap up, finish up talking about all the stuff here in the garage. Let me show you inside the scooter too. 15.8 miles was the total on that range test, guys. Very low. Claims to be 60 volt, 40 amp hour. It says 100 amp max discharge current, and it seems kind of light to me. So let's weigh it. 23.6. Yeah, these are all glued shut. Be really careful on these bolts, guys. They're soft and super tight Loctite. Gotta heat them up to melt the Loctite to have any chance. I almost got this open, but it's crazy to me that they Loctited the crap out of these bolts, because they didn't Loctite these four that hold this on, and that had come loose on me. Is another thing I mentioned to them that they need to do at the factory, right? How are you gonna Loctite this but not this? We got all the bolts out. I'll quickly show you the inside here. The battery sits in here. There's a bunch of dead space up here where there's nothing. And there's the back, there's the cords here. There's no sort of waterproofing that I can tell. That's why we're opening this up, to see if water goes in here, what's gonna happen. Because this is surely not sealed. This is just like barely put on there. Moves around, there's a gap on it, and it's only held on by this little thing right here that you screw down like that. Like that's the whole thing holding this cover. See, it still moves. Definitely a gap, water's getting in here. Coming right down here. Running right in there. There's nowhere else for water to go on this if you ride in the rain. This thing was incredibly stuck down. I had to use a lever to get under and lever it up. Gasket going all the way around. Honestly, looks pretty good on the top part here. Now what we see is a lot of waterproof connections, so thank God. Looks like if water gets in here, it won't destroy everything. But I don't know why you wouldn't just plug this giant gap right here that goes straight out here. I can take my finger, shove it from one side to the other side. So yeah, it's definitely not ideal. Water's gonna be pouring in here. And from what I can tell, there's no drain holes or anything down here. Now the top's sealed here, but that doesn't matter if water's coming in the hole down here where the wires are. These look like the cheap shrink wraps. They could have bought the good shrink wraps that have a layer of glue inside that would actually waterproof this. So no, I don't think this is a waterproof heat shrink. Decent little look at the controller. It's down deep in there, but you can kind of see it. The amps are over here, 45 plus or minus 1. So it's a 45 amp controller. 2 controllers in there, you see one over there. That's what doesn't make sense to me about this scooter. I've had a lot of 60 volt scooters in the past, and generally 60 volt 20 amp hour battery will give me about 20 miles, 30 amp hour about 30 miles, 40 amp hour about 40 miles. I've even had a 45 amp hour 60 volt battery that got a lot, like 45, 50 miles. So this battery is underperforming. It should not be getting 16 miles of range. Something appears to me to be either wrong with it, or they're using the cheapest cells on earth to make this battery, because it's just that weak. No range, very little power compared to a normal 45 amps is a lot. This thing should be ripping way past 45 miles an hour, and it's not. Compared to most 60 volt scooters, man, they're up in the 50, 51, 53 miles an hour is what we should at least get on this, 53 miles an hour. But it's not. So you need to know that before you buy this scooter. Because yes, it is a 60 volt, 40 amp hour scooter with 10,000 watt motors, right? But it's not nothing like a 10,000 watt scooter that's actually pushing 10,000 watts. And it's definitely not like any other name brand 40 amp hour battery I've seen that would get double this range easily. Oh, and I almost forgot, the charge port cover flew off, broke off first day. It's gone. Also, look at this rust. This is some serious rust for a scooter that's only a couple months old. And it's right on a main part, axle nut. This should be stainless steel. This shouldn't be happening already. That's crazy. This motor wire was getting cut on the sharp edge because it was zip tied up like this. And so not only was the motor wire getting pulled when the suspension moves, which disconnected it when I was riding, but it's getting damaged. This is a very sharp corner right here. Why would you zip tie the most important wire right next to it? If you guys are still interested in this scooter, I'll have a link down below. Thanks for watching. Scooter Gang out.